thank you for tuning in to the NCTC Kentucky Proud Plated Up Recipe of the Month. This month, we are going to be making a strawberry salsa, and our featured ingredient is going to be strawberries. So one of my favorite things about the month of May is our strawberries are in season. So strawberries are one of the, like a harder produce to get because they're only really available the month of May. You may get lucky and some of your farmers markets may have them a little bit later in April, but for the most part in Kentucky we find them in May. And they can be a little bit challenging to grow as well because there's a lot of, if you get too much rain or not enough rain, the temperature, sometimes May, I know that we can have some cold spells in May, that can also affect the way that the strawberries grow. So they're kind of one of those a finicky crop that sometimes farmers don't always get strawberries the way that they want. So if you see them at your farmer's market, I encourage you to buy them up because they may not last. But let's get started. So first off, you will need 2 cups of chopped up strawberries, 2 cups of cherry tomatoes, 6 green onions, and these have been chopped. You will also need 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then our recipe calls for a half a cup of fresh cilantro. I didn't have fresh cilantro on hand, so I decided to use the containered kind that is lightly dried cilantro. And so if you choose to do that substitution, then you will need 2 tablespoons of lightly dried cilantro will be your change in recipe. So let's get started. I have washed all the produce, by the way, and my hands have also been washed. So we are going to take our strawberries and put our strawberries in here. So this is our 2 cups of strawberries. And then we are going to take our 2 cups of cherry tomatoes and put those in there. We are also going to add our 6 green onions. And with green onions, you want to make sure that you wash them very thoroughly. The reason why is dirt can get in a lot of the creases and crevices with the green onions, so make sure that you just do a couple of washes on them just to make sure that they are completely clean. Next, our recipe says that in a bowl, we need to mix our vinegar. So this is our 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. If you don't have white vinegar, you could use balsamic vinegar for this recipe. That'll be okay. We are going to use our tablespoon of olive oil, and then we are going to add our half a teaspoon of salt. It says whisk it together. This is going to be our little bit of dressing that we are going to put over our strawberries. So I have this whisked together. I'm going to pour this all over, and then I am going to add our cilantro for a final touch. I really like cilantro, so if you are a cilantro lover, feel free to add more. Whether you're using the fresh and you want to add more, or you're using the lightly dried, it's personal preference. My family loves cilantro, so if I was going to make this for my family, I would actually add more just because we really love the flavor of it. But cilantro is also one of those things where I feel like you either love it or you hate it, and that's okay. If you do not like it and your family has a preference, opted out. It's totally fine. Also, if you want more strawberries or tomatoes, feel free to adjust this recipe accordingly. I know in the summertime when you start to get your tomatoes, sometimes I feel like they just start coming off the vine so fast that you don't necessarily know what to do with them, and sometimes you are just begging people to take your tomatoes off of you, or at least that's the case when my family grows tomatoes. So this is a really great recipe that you can incorporate tomatoes. If you get mass production and you're trying to find a way to utilize those, it's a really great recipe for you to even throw extra tomatoes in, and it's going to give them a little bit different flavor profile. So we have all of this mixed together. It says that we need to put this in the refrigerator and we need to let it chill for 1 hour before serving. It is best if you wait even longer than an hour because the strawberries and the tomatoes and the onion are going to absorb those juices between the vinegar and the olive oil, and it just gives it a better flavor. You can use this with pita chips if you want kind of like a savory flavor, or you could use like a cinnamon chip if you want to have sweet and savory flavor profiles, or any other type of, maybe it's just other types of crackers to serve this with. It makes a really wonderful, easy, just quick dish. It also makes a really great side to go with if you are grilling out chicken, to top it with some chicken, or even if you want to make fish for dinner and you add that, it just pairs really well with those flavors. It's also helping you get your vegetable serving, and then of course you can't forget our main ingredient, which is strawberries. Also get some of those fruit servings incorporated into your diet as well. If you do choose to shop for strawberries at your farmer's market, you want to make sure that you look for bright red strawberries. You want to make sure that they don't have any bruising on them. Make sure that they are not, squished or have any black parts. Also, the cap of the strawberry, which is the green part of the strawberry, you want to make sure that it is bright green. Make sure it's not black or brown. That's a sign that it's, your strawberry is not at peak quality. And then also, it's okay at the farmer's market when they have them in their containers to kind of look and maybe shake the container and make sure you can see at the bottom to make sure that you're getting a great quality product, and that the strawberries at the bottom aren't bruised, and that you just get really good high quality strawberries when you're shopping at the farmer's market. Also, if you have never had fresh strawberries before, they're going to look different than the ones that you have in the grocery store. So typically your Kentucky fresh strawberries, they're actually pretty small. And the ones that you typically get at the grocery store are going to be larger. They kind of look like they're jumbo size. And when they are straight at the farmer's market or straight off the vine, they are, once again, they are going to be smaller sized and not necessarily jumbo. They also, in my opinion, when you can get them when they're in season, they just have a sweeter taste, and they are just overall more delicious than the ones that you can buy at the grocery store. Strawberries are really great. They freeze really well, so if maybe you want to cut up some strawberries and put them in your freezer and make them and use them for like a strawberry pie later on after the month of May, that's a really great way that you can utilize those and snack on them, or make a delicious strawberry jam is another great way to utilize your strawberries this season. If you are in Allen County, we are excited that the Allen County Scottsville Farmers Market is open. So we had opening weekend, May 2nd, and it'll be open throughout, I believe it is open till September. With that being said, you can, if you are a senior, you can stop by the extension office or call the extension office, and we have senior vouchers. Senior voucher program is a really great way for you to stretch your dollars at the farmer's market. And so if you have any questions about that, feel free to call the Allen County Extension Office and see how you could get signed up to get senior vouchers to be able to shop at the farmer's market. And if you don't reside in Allen County and you are seeing this, please call your local extension office or your local farmer's market and see if they have a double dollars program or senior voucher program to be able to expand your food dollars and be able to shop more at your local farmer's market. We are so happy that you tuned in to the recipe, the NCTC recipe of the month. If you would like this recipe, you can feel free to contact Barry, or you can always contact the Allen County Extension Office, and we would be happy to get you this recipe in hand. And we will see you next month.